Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
This aspect, Dr. Balamuralikrishna, but using the audio-visual medium as a vehicle to explain the nuances of ragas. Now, in both our systems, Carnatic music as well, there are ragas which traditionally they say, you sing in the morning or you sing in the evening, perhaps, and something associated with the monsoon and this type of thing traditionally. And maybe, because of that or even otherwise, you shut your eyes and listen to a raga, you get some mental images.
Exactly.
And if these are enhanced or projected on the screen and you see this, so the whole experience becomes more meaningful. Can you give some idea of how this type of idea comes about, this morning and evening? What is it that sets apart these?
Again, the point of the tradition comes into picture. In Northern India, they believe that there are ragas which should be sung only at times. That is, morning ragas only in the morning, afternoon ragas afternoon, evening ragas evening, night ragas night, late night ragas late night. I don't agree with the tradition personally. We also have morning ragas, afternoon ragas, evening ragas. We call a particular raga as morning raga because, as you rightly now pointed out, you feel the atmosphere of the time. Even if you hear a particular raga, which is considered as the morning raga, if you hear that raga in the evening also, you feel the atmosphere of the morning, like monsoon or evening, Malay Marutam, or Bhupala, or Bauli, or the ragas which produces heat, and ragas bedtime, tea time, things like that. So it is only mentioned that particular raga gives a particular atmosphere in the day, except that it's not that you should sing only a particular raga at that time. In that way, I think the North Indians and they should accept that. Otherwise, what happens? Suppose there are only programs in the evening, you will never have the chance of singing a morning raga or night raga or early morning raga, afternoon raga. Then what will happen to those ragas? Another thing, if you say that you are strictly following the principle of singing morning ragas in the morning, you should not go to a movie where they show a sunrise in the evening or in the night and you hear that music. You should boycott it. You are not doing that. You go to a movie, a place where you feel when the sunrise you see, it's morning. Therefore, what is wrong? There is nothing wrong. Another thing, the sunrise in India is a sunset in America. So how can you say this is the sunrise time? It differs from place to place. The times, therefore, having a principle that a particular raga should be sung at a particular time, we don't accept it. Although we have the morning ragas and all that, we don't follow it strictly. We sing anytime. I think the North Indian musicians also will now, realize, and then they start singing the ragas anytime.
That's right. In Carnatic music, it is not as this demarcation, morning and evening is not as strictly followed. No. But you say there still are ragas which are considered morning ragas in Carnatic music.
Yes, we have ragas. If you see the books, you say such and such a raga is a morning raga, afternoon raga, like that. Yes. But we don't follow strictly that they should be sung only at that time.
It is a mood created.
It's a mood created. That's what that means. If you sing a raga, a mood should be created that you enjoy a feel of that particular time. That's all.
Dr. Balamuralikrishna, you've given thousands and thousands of concerts, and you've also created ragas, you've composed all these things. So somewhere along the line, you must have felt that you want to leave behind some body of extra knowledge added to this musical tradition. Creating ragas, yes. But, to research into what is our type of music, what is its foundation, what makes it.
There is no end or contentment in knowing about this art, which is an ocean. And see, although I was in profession, although I was giving concerts like any other concerts, and always some thoughts were there in my mind that, so for instance, when I gave performances in different places, and once I felt I was singing Kalyani Raga in one of the places in Kerala in the night when there was half moon just on the above of the gopura of a temple, and thousands of audiences sitting on the sands near the beach, near the sea, and a beautiful atmosphere, and stars were there. When I started singing Kalyani Raga, without my knowledge, I think I sang that raga for 1.5 hours to 2 hours. At that time, I found some beautiful girl with all the ornaments, gold, diamonds, things like that. I don't know where from. He was coming from outside, came to the dais and sat by my side on the platform. enjoyed my Kalyani Raga. Immediately Ragalapana was over. She left. Nobody knows where from she came, where from she left, how she came, how she disappeared. And nobody noticed also that so and so somebody came and sat in the platform. They were all emerging in the Raga listening. Then I thought this is probably the Raga Kalyani came out with that in the shape of a person and came in. Then I composed a song on the spot about Kalyani Raga. Sogasuni Sommu Kalyani Ragini. That means the description of Kalyani Raga. So the power of Kalyani Raga. In that I said, I was not satisfied singing on the earth this Kalyani Raga. So I wanted a calm place, though I flew to skies and started singing Kalyani Raga. And then I found that, the moon was not having the descending and ascending order like, Amavasya, Parjami, Vidya, Tadiya, so it's like that. It was not there, my imagination. When moon heard my Kalyani Raga, he melted with joy and became half moon. And when it has become, and the stars also, before I started singing Kalyani Raga, the stars have no movements or twinkling. They were at that place only. So I saw suddenly the stars moving here and there, running here and there, and then twinkling and all that. And then when the sun found all these things, something happening in the nature, so he rose. When he rose, it was very hot. I could not stay in the sky and I came down to the earth and again started singing. Then I found people enjoying my music. The beautiful eyes were enjoying my music and they became half closed. And then the Lord Brahma, the creator, found out all these things. And after hearing my Kalyan Raga, the Brahma had moved to create something more new to this world. So all this came out of the Kalyani Raga. So the Raga is very great, has the great powers. Like that, certain things.
Song go. Can you just...
Sogasuni sum Kalyani Ragini Vagalu virajimmu na bhavajalamulo Ningipai kegasi ఆలపించగా నవనీతమై చంద్రికాలకించే తారలుగే తరణోదయంపై ధరణీతలంబుపై ఆలపించగ నేను తరుణి మనసులు విచ్చే జాజిరోజాలవలే మధుమత్తనయనములు మై మరచి అరమోడ్చి విధి శిల్ప చాతురి గరిమమించే సుధలు వీచే మురళీరవళి హాయి సొగసుని సుం కళ్యాణి రాగిణి. Like that. So sometimes I find, among the audiences, the different tastes, Some people are attracted to a particular song and they want to listen the same again and again. It so happened in one of the concerts, a 7-year-old schoolboy. When after singing for 4 to 4.5 hours, I was about to close the program, about to sing Mangalam. At that time, that boy stood and asked me to sing one of the Bhadrajal Ramadas Kirtans when he listened from the cassette which I have given. At that day, I think Sri Ramanavami season, something like that. And then I told that boy, I already sung 4 hours, Baba. And tomorrow I am singing at a particular place, another place. You come tomorrow, I will sing for you tomorrow. But that boy started crying, shedding tears. And asked him, why? Sir, I can't come tomorrow to your program, sir. Only with great difficulty I could find time to come. The place, tomorrow's concert is far away, I can't come. So I took pity on him. I sang that song. He was very happy about it. Then I started thinking, why he is attracted to that a particular... I have given number of Bhadrajal Ramadas Kirtans in the same cassette. A particular person, a particular age, that boy is attracted to a particular song. An old person is attracted to another song. A young youth person is attracted to some other song. What is the difference? Why they are attracted? These are all the fundamental, points for me to go into research about music.
So, and how did that progress? When you started out with this idea, did you pursue this line about audience reaction alone, or did you get into some other aspect of research?
No, mainly I used my research on my own self, on my own body, and my own... And then on to others. I think that aspect of my research in music and music as a therapy, I think I explained to you later. And then, anyway, those are all the basis on which one day in one of my performances, a young girl came running to me while singing in asked me, who are you? Your music is not like others' music. There is something in you. Who are you? Tell me. You are not an ordinary person. You are not singing ordinary music. What is that? Explain to me. She cried. She shouted. Then I told her, keep calm. I will tell you later on. And in one of the songs, you may feel it's my ego, but I explained to her what I am like that. I said, I composed a song, and then I told her what I was. And in that, Ni vadana ni bimbadharana sumadhuramau murali sangeetamu Vimalakriti ganenitini. That is, the flute on the beautiful smiling lips of Lord Krishna. The music came out of that flute, has taken a shape and started singing. That is Balamurali, that is myself. That's what I told her, and she was happy.
That is, you felt divinely inspired as a musician and an artist and blessed by the Lord himself. What about music therapy? Did you ever think of finding out whether our music has a healing power, whether it's something tangible which we can find out?
It is not that whether our music has that power or some other music has the power, but it is certain that music has that power. This I came to conclusion after so much research for about 20 years.
You conducted research about music therapy, the power of music to heal, or more generally, the influence of music on the human system.
Yeah.
What were your more interesting findings during your research?
You see, I find that music means it is not a particular type of music. You can't say it is a Carnatic music or Hindustani music or Western music. It's not that. My research based on sound, rhythm and letters. See, they are most important. That is, I feel it is A, U, Ma, it's Onkara. The sounds that we listen, even with knowledge, without knowledge also, have tremendous effect on our body and blood flow. See, with my experience, felt a few times that when I go out and come back home, and I wanted to do certain things immediately after reaching home. But when I heard certain music through loudspeakers in the streets, I forget what I wanted to do, what I want to do after coming home. So I thought, why I forget? Then I thought the sounds I listened, although I didn't, concentrate on that sound, I have not neither enjoyed nor, hate it. But still the effect of the sound is there. And sound and rhythm is the life of a human being. You cannot find sound or rhythm only in a dead body. We have very good sound, if you close your ears and you can hear a sound which probably you can't bear after some time. And the sounds, there are unheard sounds are there that enters into our body and works.
Beyond the scale of
human hearing. So, and sometimes without any reason, you are very happy and relaxed. Sometimes you have everything which gives you relaxation. Still you are unhappy and you feel uncomfortable. Why all these things happen? Why certain mornings you are happy, certain mornings you are not happy? These things were working in my mind. And then each letter has power. That is why the elders who did tapas, chanting of mantras. If you chant a mantra, each letter 1 lakh, then you will get siddhi, the power.
They used to say this specifically about the Samaveda.
Yes.
In fact, they continue to say that if it is intoned at the proper frequency and in the proper way, it has tremendous powers to soothe.
Yes. We hear from Puranas also that great Ravanasura sang Samaveda and moved the Kailasa mountain where the Shiva Parvati were sitting. So it has that effect. That is why if you chant mantras with human voice, it has tremendous work. That is why when you do puja, you have to chant mantra through your voice. You cannot just play veena or violin and perform puja. We have to chant mantras. That means not only music, the letters, the words has the power. So I use these 3 media, that is sound, rhythm and letters. And I have confidence that we can not only control the diseases, we can cure the diseases. And moreover, I am very confident that if a particular individual listens to a particular music according to the prescription given, they will be out of any disease. They will be always healthy. That much I am sure that I have done it. I have experimented on this basis to certain people without their knowledge. And with knowledge also I have done. In my experience so far, I have cured this tiresomeness, sleeplessness, and the chronic headache, blood pressure high and low. And I have also used my music therapy on a particular girl in Kerala who is deaf and dumb by birth. Now she is giving dance programs, listening to the orchestra, and 50% I could cure. I could not cure 70% because lack of equipment and facilities. And I have cured heart diseases. In a particular case, when doctor said his life would be only about fortnight, not more than that. This happened about 6 months back, and he is hale and healthy now. And doctor was astonished to see the recovery. And then, of course, this blood pressure high and low I have cured to many people. In fact, I brought rain about 6 to 7 times so far. I mean, I can't say just clicked. Sometimes I have announced that I was trying, and I got the rain in one of the places in Ballari, Andhra Pradesh, where the minimum rain will be there every year, minimum.
What did you sing to bring about this rain?
That I don't want to say now.
You don't want to say.
It's not that raga that has power. It is only a sound we produce and with the rhythm. Sometimes if Amritavarshini has the power to bring rain, whenever we sing it should rain. It won't. And sometimes it may click also. And it was when 120 degrees Fahrenheit in Ballari, I had to give a performance. And then the heat was so unbearable. So I told the audience that I will try today to get you at least a cool breeze. So please concentrate. Just listen to me, what I sing. Don't think that Balamurali was singing or a particular raga was singing. Don't concentrate on that. Just concentrate on the sound and rhythm. Just close your eyes and concentrate and pray, Varuna, God, let us see. After singing 15 minutes, suddenly there were clouds, thunders, and after 25 minutes it rained cats and dogs, and there was water flow in the streets. The pandal, the back portion fell down, and cars and bicycles were damaged, and electricity gone, and no performance at all. So our mridangist and violinist ran away with their instruments. He started pouring water on the tambura and mridangam and all that, and without performance we came back. And I brought rain in Bangalore, Trivandrum, and in fact I stopped rain many times. That is very easy. To stop rain is very easy than bringing rain. And in fact our late Chief Minister M.G. Ramachandran of Tamil Nadu, when he was about to be pronounced dead, at the time, because I used to like him very much and he used to like me, and he used to listen to my music. So at that time I went to Apollo Hospital and requested Pratap Reddy, Dr. Pratap Reddy, I want to try, I just give some music, let it go on, the sound let it go in his room. But he was unconscious.
This is taped music.
It was taped music. And I have also requested his wife to allow. Both have agreed. I came home and concentrated and did some music and gave the tape, which is not of high quality. And I don't have a quality tape recorder or quality tape. Still, I did something and then gave it. At the time, I was acting in a Malayalam movie. The shooting was going on in Kottayam. So that evening, I had to go to Kottayam for the shooting. So I gave the cassette and went to Kottayam. The next day morning, when I arrived at Kottayam railway station, there were hundreds of people gathered in the platform to somehow, why I didn't know. Then I was afraid that something might have happened to him, to Chief Minister. Then they all entered into my compartment and said, we are all very happy that it came in papers that your music brought life back to dear Ramachandran, and he became conscious. He was listening to music, he opened his eyes and he was enjoying the music. And afterwards, I gave some more music. So through that, he became gradually fit to travel to America for the treatment. And afterwards, he used to listen every day. And he presented a lot of my music to American doctors. So this way, I have confidence that I can do something provided I get everything what I want to start that music therapy hospital. It's a musical hospital I want to start.
Have you also been in touch with the similar type of research that's going on elsewhere in the world? Are you comparing notes with others who are doing this type of thing?
I am not doing it because nobody is doing on this similar basis on what I am doing. I know on what basis they are doing. They are doing with instrumental music, with only sounds and not using letters. Therefore, to some extent, it is working on plants and animals, but not to human to some extent. You see, my research is based on mainly the music can do bad very easily than doing good. Anything to experience bad is very easy. And in fact, sound and rhythm can kill a person and can make a person, restless and mad. And we can
Surely
make a...
it is only if it is noise that it will do that, and if they
Exactly,
say if it
it's
is
what-
music, it is.
No, noise, it's not whether noise or music, that is sound and rhythm. The way how you produce, you can call it in different ways. But the sound and rhythm is most important. When I am talking to you, you are able to follow, understand what I am talking to you because I am with the tune of the sound and rhythm and the pronunciation of the letters. Otherwise, what I want to convey, I may not be able to do so, and you may understand in other way. So you can easily find out whether I'm in angry mood, whether I'm in a happy mood, whether I'm affectionately talking to you, or I'm talking to you hatredly. All these things you can very well find out through the rhythm and sound through which I'm speaking to you. Therefore, there is so sometimes, if somebody gives a public speech, you may not understand the language, but still you feel like sitting through and listen to. And sometimes they speak very ordinary things. I mean, you understand everything, but you don't like to sit there. You want to get out. That is because the sound and rhythm is producing is not in tune with. The tuning, that is, if you can tune with the nature listens to you, whatever you say. You can control the nature through that. So tuning is a problem.
Is it a trial and error type of thing, or is it a science where you know how to go about it?
No, I don't know anything. It is only, some sort of, what I call, it is some sort of, inner voice. My inner voice tells, and do that, it will happen. Do this, it will happen.
But if you do not know exactly what will do good, and you yourself say music may do harm to the extent of killing, then is it not a risk? Is it not a risk to experiment on that?
Yes, certainly. That is why, that is the experiments and research I have done. And I know what type of music gives bad, what type of music does good. I know now. And what I am doing research and my experience, I am recording. I have to only improve upon that. And for which I need, a place and some equipment and a recording studio of my own. And I want some confidence, the people, the confidence, sincere, who will not leak out the secrets of it, and how to train voices and instrumentalists for this purpose. The usual musicians, musical voices or instruments may be useful, but not for this purpose exactly. So I have to train them, for which I need to establish a school. And I use music, dance also. Dance means it's sort of an exercise. Listening to particular music and do a particular exercise in the postures of the dance, they will help.
What they call positive feedback.
Feedback.
During the course of your very long career as a performer and as a musician and now as a music researcher, several awards, honors, titles have come your way. In fact, you mentioned that you've hardly ever gone to school and yet you're now Dr. Balamuralikrishna. This is the type of honor that your knowledge of music has brought to you. Which of these awards and titles brings particular pleasure and pride to you, and can you describe some of these?
Yes, I can mention a few which I remember forever. I got the first title of Gana Sudhakara when I was 11 years old. It was given by the Sangeeta Sahitya Kala Parishad of Andhra Pradesh, a very great organization. They used to honor only scholars, aged person. They gave me the title of Gana Sudhakara at the age of 11. When I am 11 years. Then it was a thrilling experience for me. And then I was having a sort of a desire that there should be something before or after my name when I write that Balamuralikrishna BA, Balamuralikrishna MA, something like that. But I thought I could never get a chance. Then one day suddenly I received a letter from Andhra University that I was going to be awarded honorary doctorate degree of PhD.
When was this? Which year?
I think this was probably in early 60s. Really, I got, in fact, I have danced about after seeing that letter. Now I can say Dr. Balamuralikrishna, PhD. And then, of course, after that first experience was really an experience. And of course, afterwards I got many doctorates like DSc and 2 D.Litt, 1 doctorate degree in America also. Now I am happy with that. And another thrilling experience was that there is an honor called Ganda Penderam. Ganda Penderam means a gold bangle to the left foot. This honor was done to Allasani Peddana, the greatest poet of Telugu, by Krishna Devaraya. The same honor was done to me. Then there was a question, who is to do that honor? The honor should be done by a greater person.
This is All India Radio Archives recording.
Receiving that honor is sometimes not only a pleasant thing, but sometimes it's very dangerous. If one gets this honor who doesn't deserve, it will make the future reverse. One will definitely go down. And also like that procession on the elephant also is a very dangerous one, unless one deserves it. Everybody should not accept that. So then I should not feel that I don't deserve it. If I feel I don't deserve, I don't know anything, that means I am gone. And who is to do this honor? This happened in Rajamandri, Andhra Pradesh. Then finally they have selected Chambai Vaijanatha Bhagavatar. He was, at the time, he was above 70 years. And I was only about 30, 35 years. So he was not only a great musician, he was a godly man. He gave everything to God. So I was happy that, and he accepted readily. And the procedure of this honor, I tell you how it happened to me. So I was taken in a chariot procession. That person who honors me has to walk till the place of the function. Then a throne is arranged on the stage, and that person sits on the throne. He goes a little early and sits on the throne. When I go there, he stands, comes down, and then receives me and put me on the throne and sits at my feet, near the feet. And he takes my left foot and keeps it at his heart, and then places this gold bangle.
Was this probably how it was done when you said Krishna Devaraya gave
Exactly,
this?
the same way.
So they replay that whole.
So in my reply, I said, I deserve to receive this honor, and who can do this honor? Only Chambai Vaijanatha Bhagavatar, nobody else. And afterwards, after telling that, of course, I fell on his feet. It's a different matter. At that time, I was stubborn, and I no doubt about my deservingness at that time. That was also a very great experience. And then, of course, national awards. I'm the first person to get national awards, classical music as a classical musician, and best playback singer of films, and best music director of films. And I got many national awards in my music and something done in All India Radio. I got first prize in so many things, so many times. And then as a conductor, as a music director, as a composer, as a light vocalist, light music, classical music, a violin, a viola. In all, I have top ranking given by All India Radio. And then Padma Awards, of course, in 1971, I got Padma Shri. And now 91, straight away Padma Vibhushan. In between there is one Padma Bhushan. I didn't get it. And straight away promotion. I was promoted and to Padma Vibhushan. Then I have started feeling, after receiving Padma Vibhushan, I started feeling that I am an elderly person. So, of course, God has given me all, honors and awards, what all. There are, of course, a few more. I am not, now I don't.
When some of these awards came your way, which, have been distributed more or less throughout your life, did you feel a pressure on you that, you have been awarded this, so the expectations are higher, and
yes,
so,
yes.
You have to get to any
Yes.
particular level? Or
Each time, whenever I get some award, not only award, even some felicitations, lot of felicitations, lot of titles. I think it's impossible to print on a letter paper. But whenever I am felicitated, I used to feel that I should keep it up. It's not that I get it and I feel happy about it. I should get some more. If suppose I am asked to be the President of India, I must be ready. Suppose I am asked to give some job which has the responsibility, and I should be ready for that. It's not that I am happy for what I have done and I am satisfied, I don't want to do anymore. It's not like that. Every concert, every radio program, every TV program, I want to do something new, and I want to establish myself that I am improving day to day. And then only it's satisfied. That is why whenever I sing even the same song, same raga, you find something new in that. I remember that once I gave 31 concerts in one American tour. I went to America, 31 concerts. Among the 31 concerts, people asked me to sing Nagumamu. I think I sang in 27 concerts. I sang Nagumamu. If you listen to that Nagumamu with 27 cassettes, you feel something different from each. It's not that I change it. Basically the same. Improvisation, something new. That means I want to prove that I am improving day to day. I am doing something new. I am I'm establishing some new traditions, new colors, new ornamentation. So these honors or titles never satisfy me in my musical research or musical practice or improvement. I'm happy physically, mentally. I'm happy that for what little I know, I am recognized. I'm happy about it. That's all.
You mentioned a little while ago that this unique, very special honor that you received in Andhra Pradesh, you felt that though you were only about 35 at the time, that you very fully deserved it. That shows a degree of self-confidence, and those who want to put it that way, detractors may say, a type of ego. Do you think that this ego, the way it is used normally, the way the word is used, do you think that it enhances a person's achievements in musical thing, or does it hamper him in any way? Do you think it's essential for a person to have some degree of ego in order to?
See, ego means, there are two types. See, confidence, self-confidence is different, and one proud, and that is, I know everything. There is no one else in the world. I conquered. I know everything. That type of thing is not good. But it's not that what I know. I know what I know, but I also know what I don't know and what I have to know. That is more. As long as you feel that one knows what one doesn't know, you are all right. You feel that there is nothing else, nothing more in life means than stagnate. There will be a full stop with that in life, in everything.
In other words, ego that results in self-confidence is good, and ego that results in arrogance is bad.
Arrogance is bad.
Just as it is in so many other aspects of our lives, it's very common for people, especially of the older generation, to say that the golden days are over in that aspect of life. So they say also about music. You yourself mentioned in some other context about the greats of those days, like Aryakudi and G&B and Chembai and so on. Do you think that that was a real peak golden age, and since then there has been some sort of decline, or do you think that is only in our perception?
I don't think that we have anyway deteriorated than the past. As I told you, the secrecy and the dignity is gone. So if there were 10 top-ranking artists in those days, now we have got dozens of top-ranking artists. Certainly the quality of music and the standards certainly has improved a lot. There is no doubt about it. And improvement is the nature of the nature. You can't stop it. But see, the gold was very cheap in those days, but very few people were buying. Now the gold is very costly, but you have to stand in the queue to buy it. Therefore, now in those days, when in fact I also belong to the generation of Araikudi, Maharaipuram. See, in 1940s, the Madras radio, they used to publish a journal fortnightly, and it's called Vanoli. In those days, the top-ranking artists of those days, they used to publish the front page, one of the top-ranking artists in every fortnight, You will be surprised that as a top-ranking artist, my photo was there in 1942, along with Chembai, Araikudi, Maharaipuram, Dwaramangud, Somanaidu.
You were the contemporary in music, but though not in age. Yes.
At that time.
Yes.
So I know that generation very well. I know in between generation. I know the present generation. All the three generations. In fact, you will be surprised to know, recently I gave a performance in a marriage function. The bride's mother came and said, I am happy you came and sang out in my child's marriage. You remember you sang for my marriage, she said. And then some elderly lady came. She said, her mother, she said, you have sung to my marriage. So for 3 generations I sang. Therefore, if anybody say, in those days, the music was in better quality. Now it's not good. I don't agree to that. They were very good at that time. They are all, of course, they have established their styles, and they have established standards on which we are improving day to day. But nowhere the music quality is deteriorated. But the thing is, in those days only very few organizations were there. They were doing selfless service, art for art's sake. Now this has become a commercial mostly. And anybody can get a chance if you are good to them, and if you do certain things. You can even buy concerts, and you can buy opportunities, and you can buy anything now if you have money. Therefore, everybody's concentration is on acquiring money rather than anything else. because everybody knows if you have money, you can do anything. So in those days, it was not like that. Quality was very important. I mean, to get a platform in a particular sabha at a particular time is not so easy. I mean, like how it is now. You can get anything now. So these things are not very healthy signs, I mean, for the future. But anyway, there will be a change after some time.
Another thing that has happened is that, youngsters these days who are very keen on music and want to give performances and so on, somehow it seems to them not very practical to make this their profession.
Yeah.
So they make it a sort of, a
Yes,
hobby in
yes,
which
yes,
they're
yes.
interested. So that with that background, there is this Gurukula system where, you devoted all your time
life.
to being with your guru and
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
all the aspects of it. This seems to have gone, and when there is no
Yes.
homework, when there are no exams, they
Yeah.
just come and have lessons.
Yes.
So to that extent,
Quality of dignity is gone, because I mean these fine arts should be only on Gurukula system. This learning in conservatories is not, because there is a syllabus. That syllabus one has to follow, and it's a common singing, common teaching is not good.
you think music colleges, for instance, would not be the ideal way
yes,
to
yes, yes. Now everybody has more knowledge about music, but they are yet to know music. And sometimes, you see, full concentration, devoting full time is not possible now. One has to earn. That has become a very important thing in life. So suppose I know music, this is a thing that somebody should invite you to sing. If I go and ask somebody I want to sing, means the dignity is gone, and you will give me chance only once. Next time I can't go to you. So now that is why nobody is able to stand on this profession, and therefore they have to look after for something else for the life, and then take it as secondary, as a hobby. Therefore the fullness of the art is not there now. But I think after some time now the realization has come in this point, and the government and public institutions are realizing that, and they want to do something and see that artists will be able to live art itself without going to the other sides of other types of work. If such a thing happens, it will be good.
What would be the sort of advice you would give in general? I know that you say that depends on the specific artist, but suppose a youngster who's talented, who's very keen, comes to you and asks for your advice on how he should proceed. What would you tell him?
I only say that don't aspire for any chances. You be ready if any chance comes to you. You be ready and you prove yourself you are above this. If you are like that, the chances will come to you automatically. If you aspire for a chance, means your concentration in art deteriorated. And you see, only, if there is a sweet, the ants will come. You need not invite them. Therefore, be like that. People will come to you. The opportunities will come to you. Honors will come to you. Recognitions will definitely come to you. Don't bother about it. You concentrate on art, but you prove every time that you are above and you are improving day to day, day to day. So that's how one should feel. Then I think one will be successful.
That's very inspirational to youngsters to hear. It's been delightful talking to you about a variety of incidents in your life and a variety of your perceptions, Dr. Balamuralikrishna. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.